Good morning everyone and welcome on this new deal of the day video from Xtreme Trader. This is Salah speaking. Before we start, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Now, as we can see guys, today's deal of the day will be on your favorite pair, which is the gold. And as you can see, thankfully, the gold has went in the direction that I have been predicting for the last 2 weeks. As you can see, the gold has actually shown a strong rejection from the bracket of the support right here at 1900. So indeed, 1900 is holding the position, and right now we can actually expect eventually from the gold to continue the rise till it reach 1952, which is gonna be eventually our target, but that is of course on the long run. However, where can we now expect to start buying the gold again? Let me just first of all start with a new chart, and let's move to the daily chart. Now right here, what we are having on the daily chart is interesting because right now we are actually facing right here a previous resistance trend line. As you can see, it became a support trend line for only 2 small attempts and instantly been broken out from. And then again, keep in mind I'm on the daily chart. Now those 2 weeks right here represents resistance 1 and resistance 2, and of course resistance trend line number 1 and resistance trend line number 2. Now the market most likely is going to be reaching the same level of that resistance to create the the third attempt of the resistance trend line. Therefore, there is a possibility for the gold now to start a pullback. So therefore, at some point right here, we have to start buying the gold. After that, if I'm not mistaken, I'm expecting from the gold to fall down right here at certain point, and then it's gonna actually continue the rise, breaking out from that level of a previous resistance trend line, supported of course by the pressure of the bracket of 1900. Therefore, let me just now move to the 4-hour time frame. Now on the 4-hour time frame, you know what? Let's just stay on the daily chart because I need to show you something. Let me just now highlight the strongest levels of a support and a resistance based on daily chart. Check this out. Exactly right here. Actually, eventually we're having here the strongest level of a support at all at 1903 exactly. That was, my friends, of course, the strongest level of a support. But I doubt if the gold is going to continue the fall to reach exactly the same level. The gold will most likely reverse before reaching that area. Why? Again, I'm saying supported by the pressure of the bracket of 1900. That is not easily going to be retested. The gold has a lot of volatility right now and most likely is going to continue the rise immediately. But now again, we have to find the best level to start buying this pair. So let's say that we are having right now like a zone, or actually a safe zone if you want to say it. So right here is going to be the lowest level of a support where we can expect from the gold to go against our direction. Now let me just tell you, based on the 4-hour time frame, where is exactly our next entry on the gold. Our next entry most likely is going to be exactly right here, because based on the 4-hour time frame, this was actually, let me just edit it to be exactly like that, to be precise. All right, so as we can see, this was a real level of a support, a fake breakout, a real level of the support, another real level, and right here another real level. And pay attention, my friends, that is of course my strategy of scalping, to always look at the bullish breakout candle, then look at the left side to find the nearest support, and yeah, there it is. That was the nearest support to my bullish breakout candle right here. That means that if the gold is gonna ever make any pullbacks, most likely that's the point where it's gonna start actually the bullish reversal. Also considering that we're having right here a broken structure, and most likely the gold will actually start retesting that level of a broken resistance right here, and that's gonna be the actual good buy level for the gold. And as I mentioned earlier, we have highlighted already the range of the safe zone like that. This was of course the absolutely lowest level of a support, so there is a possibility for the gold to be going on a drawdown against our direction, but most likely this is going to be the maximum level where the gold can go to before actually start the bullish reversal. That being said, I would recommend to make this as our stop loss, exactly just like that. That's going to be our stop loss, which is going to be about 143 pips, 140 140 pips of safe zone is going to be like our stop loss right here. However, the take profit level this time, let's move to the daily chart and let's highlight that our take profit level can actually be exactly right here at the highest level of a resistance, which was also in the past a strong key support level. This was of course the resistance. This was a resistance number 1. Now the reason to highlight this take profit level is, as you can see guys, we're having here also, based on the daily chart, a broken level of a resistance trend line. Now the normal behavior of the market, if it has actually a resistance trend line and being respecting that level, if the market is going to make a strong bullish breakout from that resistance trend line, most likely what will happen is it will continue the rise till it reach the strongest key support level in this pattern, and then it will fall back, retesting the broken level of a resistance trend line to create a new support trend line, and then gonna continue the rise again. Therefore, if I'm not mistaken, and hopefully I'm not, what we can expect next from the gold is like that, to bounce back and reverse on that level of the support. Maximum is going to be right here at that level of a support right here, and then it's going to continue the rise, retesting the broken level of a resistance, and then it's going to fall all the way back right here to create, of course, a new support trend line. But again, we have a problem here that we're talking about below the bracket of 1900. Therefore, there is a possibility that this is not going to happen, and I'm just telling you the worst case, of course. Most likely, the gold will just simply continue the rise again, aiming higher level than 1952, which was right here. So therefore, that's going to be our take profit level. So that being said, our safe zone is going to be ranging for about 140 pips, and the target is going to be 315 pips. You know what, guys, I want to give you a more realistic take profit level. Therefore, that's going to be our take profit level, and the stop loss, we can actually reduce it a little bit more, because eventually this is the real safe zone right here till the market reach that level of a support. So we have to add a few more pips just in case the candles has to expand a little bit more. Anyway, let me now please write the signal for you. And there goes your deal, my friends, for today on the gold. And again, guys, just a kind reminder that just because this signal coming from Xtreme Trader doesn't mean at all that it will be 100% in profit. There is always a possibility for this signal to fail, and for that, always remember that you are the only one responsible for the losses and profits here. Make sure that you have been trading with a proper lot size and you have actually been prepared for any potential losses. If this signal has failed, that's gonna be it. There is nothing we can do. But don't forget also that you can join our free group of Telegram to receive the updates about this signal. So if I notice any price action, this is the group, of course. If I notice any price action going against our direction, I will inform everyone on this group to close it as soon as possible before it reaches the stop loss. So again, make sure to join the free group of Telegram. The link can be found in the description below of this video. So anyway, guys, I wish everyone a good luck, and hopefully it's going to be a good deal. So until then, I hope that that was informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.